He was obsessed with coffee. And so he was kept telling, I was driving. He was
Oh,
telling me,
okay.
"Oh, can we stop for coffee? Can we stop for coffee?" I said, "Well, when we get closer, because it was a 45-minute drive, maybe we'll stop at a gas station or something and get you there." But by the time we got to the house, I didn't pass anything to stop and get him coffee. And he looks over at me and he says, "I hate you." And there's
Wait, you was
nothing.
driving?
I was driving. He looks
Oh,
over at me and says,
okay. This is exactly how it goes right there. It's like, I hate you. Oh, word. All right, you can get out.
"No."
You can walk back home now. You
No.
hate
The no logic.
He-
That's the no logic.
He was
I
like,
wanted to do that. Oh my god.
"I hate you and there's nothing you can do about it." And I just looked at him and I was like, I didn't even look at him. I was just like, "Oh, okay." I said,
Yo, how y'all doing? What's up? How you doing, everyone like that? It's your main man, Young MC, aka Cam. I'm chopping it up with Cam, and we back here with a podcast that keeps it real and isn't afraid to spill situations and relations. Now, I'm here with my lovely few hosts, and y'all can introduce yourselves real quick.
It's your boy Minute Maid Mall, aka the one and only Jamal for now.
It's your girl, Mac, with the Impact, ready to talk all things facts.
"What up, though? It's your girl Talay Forbes with Take Two."
And we're here to talk about some of the juiciest details we can get at. I'm talking about whatever going on with your baby mama, your side cheek piece, your main piece, whatever it may be like that. I know Jamal know what it be like that with them main pieces like that. You already know. Yeah, he know it. He beat. But let me stop though. But honestly, we're here to get down to some of the nitty gritty stuff like that. And today we got a little fun topic for y'all. But before I even get on anything like that, how y'all been? You know, how y'all days going like that? How y'all doing?
I've been pretty good, man.
Okay
You know?
then.
Living the college life,
You know,
Yeah.
living life.
Black History Month too.
Black
Yeah,
History Month. Oh yeah,
I'm
we
good.
up.
yeah,
We
yeah,
up. We
yeah.
up. We like that. Okay,
I got
cool.
4 black grandparents. I am a full Negro.
There
Yes.
you go. Right here. Yeah.
You get
okay.
all month then. You
Yeah.
got it.
All
Uh-huh.
there you go. We
And
start.
March, too.
That's smooth. That's smooth. Okay then, bet. Okay then. Relationship wise, how y'all doing right now?
You know, hey, no Valentine this year. It's fine though. It's cool.
No Valentine's this year?
Yeah, it's cool
None of
though.
y'all?
It's cool. It's fine.
Okay. I, mean, I ain't gonna say it's mandatory, but how about you?
Yeah. I'm single,
Okay, then do your
but
thing. Okay.
will I have a Valentine's? Probably, but
Probably.
I'm
As
so
you
single.
should.
So it's like you waiting on somebody. Oh, you're not even waiting on him. You just waiting for him to give you that, like, that okay.
I'm not even like when I go home, my phone is dry. I'm not even
Oh.
texting nobody, but I just, you know.
Okay.
She knows.
Okay.
She knows she's gonna get.
She know. Okay then.
Jesus
She
is my
locked in.
Valentine.
She.
As
Ah, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes.
Okay then, man. You was real quiet. What
Yeah.
you? What
I
you?
mean, nothing. I'm leaving it up in the air. It's just-
Leaving it up in the air.
Yeah.
Okay then, smooth,
When
smooth.
the
All right, that's what's up then. Okay then. Yeah, no, I'm not. My pocket's like a solid 100 for Valentine's Day. She expected me to not only. Okay, let me ask. Before we even get into the questions real quick, like that. Do y'all think it makes sense if you date somebody to have to ask them to be your Valentine? I don't get it. I don't
do
get it.
I do it.
You do it?
Yeah, I do
I'm
it.
not gonna lie. Me, I'm the type of person where if we together, especially mind you, we just celebrated our year-long anniversary. If we've been together for a year now, I'm thinking, oh, I just pull up with the gift and I just give you an amazing day, spoil you on Valentine's Day. I don't understand. I'd be lying if I said I fully understand the concept of asking for them to be your Valentine's. I'm
It's
not
the
gonna lie to you.
principle, bro. It's the principle.
I mean, would you have done that when you're trying to get with her? So like, you gotta court her like you're still trying to get with her.
We wasn't together, but now I just court her on the day of Valentine's because we already doing. I
It's
mean,
simple. It's you literally
Yeah.
just bring her some flowers or her favorite candy. Like, baby, will you be my Valentine? It
Oh,
don't
yeah,
even have
let's
to
do
be
that.
as big.
Okay.
It's like showing her every year that you still want her. The same
fair.
level.
I do want to say. I mean, I guess I would think I want to even more if not that. But you know what? I understand. Okay, that's fair. I guess I understand. Okay then.
Don't
Okay.
let the relationship dull out. Don't
Yeah, you don't let it
die.
dole out.
Don't let it
That's
get
real.
boring. Don't let
Okay,
it
that's
get boring.
okay. That's real. That's real. Okay, that makes complete sense. Okay, then. So now we'll hop really into questions like that. 'Cause I kind of what I just said kind of goes in hand what we're gonna talk about today. Cause today, if y'all was watching the last episode, you definitely should tap in if you haven't. But if y'all was watching the last episode, we was talking about stuff of like getting in a relationship like that, like asking out for numbers, doing stuff like that sorts. So then this time around, we talk about stuff while in the relationship, for real, for real. I'm talking about how to work through that relationship, you know what I mean? So like really to start it off like that, I got a cool little question for y'all like that, and I want y'all to be completely transparent. Do y'all think it is right for your partner to have a best friend of the opposite sex? while in a
Go first.
relationship?
Y'all all looked at me.
Who wants to go first?
If you had a childhood best friend, yes. I feel like it's
Right.
actually very important for people to have friends of the opposite sex. I do know that it can be hard, especially if y'all had a history. Now, you being best friends with your ex talking stage or your ex-girlfriend is not okay. Being with somebody you slept with or wanted to sleep with, or you just friend zone because now me and you are together, no, that is not okay. I always get in trouble.
What you
Because
mean you always get in trouble?
I always get in trouble because I have male best friends and I'm a genuinely like attractive woman. So
Oh.
your homeboys want to da 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 da. It don't matter whether or not that's the case. They're my homeboys. They're gonna stay in that corner and sit down and shut up, and they know that they my
Right.
homeboys, and we just keep it. We just keep it like that. But yeah, if I'm getting weird vibes from your best friend, and I feel like she's being rude or nasty, or she low key wants you, she gotta go.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense then. That's
I
real.
totally disagree.
You totally disagree.
I don't believe that men and women could just be friends.
Really? You don't believe that?
Nah.
Wait,
you can't
no, wait. Actually,
That's
I
what you have
believe
aunts
it.
and uncles for. That's what you have cousins for. That's
My
what,
auntie
no,
too old for that. Well,
like,
no offense, auntie, but my
If you
auntie
need
too old
advice
for
from somebody,
that.
go to them. Like, don't
Right.
you don't need a opposite sex friend. No,
I'm
none
way
of
on the
that.
opposite side. I'm not gonna lie. Like me, I feel like as a woman and as a man, you need someone of the opposite sex as a close friend because in my mind, look, I love like I got a best friend like that, right? I got okay. To put it in total, there's maybe like 3, maybe 4 women that I say like, hey, we talk consistent like that. They've been where there for me like that. One of them, we've been knowing each other since like we was like younger, been in the church together like that. Cool, right? In my mind, I got all the other homeboys like that. Cool, but it's like the women are the ones that kind of even out stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They the ones that call me stupid when I'm talking to a girl doing this and that. They're like, Cam, you can't be that slow. My guys might hype me up like that, and they might be hand in hand with me, and the girls gonna call us all stupid all together, saying y'all all slow, y'all don't know how to talk to girls like that. My female friends are the ones that taught me how to talk to a girl. Without them, I probably wouldn't be in the relationship I am right now because I would have learned to have them since I did, you know? And also, if I'm gonna speak about from the single perspective, right? Not gonna lie, I use their friends as target practice. I be lying.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
look,
That's
look.
It won't
No,
work.
here's
It
the
won't
thing.
work for that.
Half the time she agreed, the other time she disagreed, but I still kind of went to the back door to get their friends. But look.
Sit down, shut up, and sit in a corner.
That's why. Look,
Put a
I don't
blanket
know.
over your
The
head.
best friend is off limits, but her friends.
No, that's like
Okay,
having a bike with
that's
training wheels.
that's different.
No.
That's different. That's
Yeah.
different, is it not?
What?
Yeah, I'm iffy on the whole like topic of even having a best friend like of the opposite gender, because like I feel like it's good that like how Cam said it's good to have something like that
It
because
just
it's
evens
like
you out,
a
yeah.
different mindset.
Yeah.
But then also like I mean I've ended up messing with one of my best friends before, so I can't.
Oh,
even,
okay.
I can't
did not do that.
even. I can't even.
If it depends on how the relationship started. Like, for example, I can say, okay, like for my best friend now, right? Like, again, been friends since like what? We was young and went to the church together, everything like that, right? She's like a sister to me, right? Like a whole sister. I've been knew her for a long time. In my mind, I can't see her no way like that. And actually, how about this? I'll be honest. There was only one time in my life I ever shot a shot, and that was because I was younger. I was shooting a shot at everything that came by me like that. So I remember I texted her one night, telling her, "Hey, not gonna lie, like I low key been looking these past few days like that. And I look gonna lie, I've been feeling you." Her exact response was, "No, you don't." What you
Facts.
mean? She's like, "No, you don't." I'm like, "What you mean? Yes, you cool. This and that do Cam. You like the fact that I'm a girl. That's it." And when she said that, I was like, "Oh, okay." And she was like, "Drop it." I was like, "What you mean drop it?" She's like, "Drop it, otherwise I drop you." I'm like, "Oh."
Ooh, ooh.
I like
We
that.
love
Oh, now we gotta shape up.
She's
Be-
straight. I
You
like
don't know
her
my
friend.
best
I
friend.
wish
She
I
don't.
could
She
like
she
her
no
friend.
play.
And
play
that's
at
how
all.
I am with like my
Yeah.
male friends. They at the beginning, they trying to shoot their shot or whatever, and I'd be like, "Whoa, bit dog, we're not
I think
gonna
that's a
go
lot
there."
of the time how it ends
Yeah.
up happening too. So like that's why people don't trust it because like a lot of dudes liked the girl that like they're just cool with now.
I feel like it's
That's
on
the
the
guy has to be
guys.
mature
I
enough
feel
to have
like
a girl
it's
best
on the
friend.
guys.
No, I feel like
the
that's
guy has
just
to
the
be mature
majority of the
enough.
guys thing though. Because
Yeah.
like a lot of the girls I know like are genuinely trying to have a platonic relationship.
Yeah.
And the guys are trying to use them as like a back burner. Type
And that's a
situation.
maturity
Like if
thing, I
something
feel
doesn't
like.
fall
That's
through, yeah.
you gotta be mature to have a female best friend. Like mind you, like in my friend group right now, FAMU, right? Okay, in the friend group, it's like a good couple of girls, good couple of guys, cool and all that, right? With a few girls in that group, they're the ones that I can call up like, hey, I'm bleeding out. I need, you know what I'm saying, like that. They them homegirls, they got me because my main best friend, like I know she goes to FAU. She didn't even go here, right? But every time we go back in town, we all see each other like that, hang out, cool vibes. But with the girls here like that, I see them as straight homegirls. I can't see them as no other ways like that. Am I discrediting the fact that my homegirls are they pretty women? Yes, you know, all my girlfriend, all my like homegirls, they're beautiful women, but they're not attractive to me. Cause you can be pretty, but not attractive.
Your
I can,
type, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like y'all are pretty, but I'm just not attracted to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing with my homegirls. I'm not attracted to them, which is why it's like me going into a relationship. I have no issue with you having an opposite sex best friend as long as there's some boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like here's the thing, cause I done been with some girls where it's like, oh, that's my homeboy. Why on the phone until like 10 o'clock at night and this and that? Why he calling you talking about what you doing? This said woo woo woo. You know what I'm saying? Like I know I talk to my homegirls later sometimes, but it's to talk about some dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
like-
saying?
Go ahead.
I feel like it needs some guidelines. Like, okay, if you have a guy or the opposite sex best friend, they need to also be friends with your partner, or like you should never be alone with them. Like, be
Right.
alone with them. You should have like a group.
Or it's like it really has to be a set boundary.
Yeah.
No,
like-
because I've been so the homeboys that I've been with, and we got in that mode on some love and basketball type stuff.
Right.
That just we started dating, and that became my ex.
Yeah.
Like so. That doesn't constitute you as being my homeboy anymore because we took it to that next level.
Yeah.
I will say for me, I've had it where I set boundaries with my homeboys and they knew I was in a relationship and they still would be drunk texting me, calling me, but I never kissed them. I never gave them the impression that that's what I was interested in, and my partner would see those messages and I would get in so much trouble. I'm just posting on my Snapchat trying to be cute. They talking about some, let me
Like, how you doing, baby? Like, I'm here in my crib by myself. Where you doing? What you on? What you? Baby, I'm not even on you like
What's
that.
that
Like,
drink getting you? Like,
right.
you know,
And here's the thing. One thing I'm a very big believer in is that when that stuff gets your system, it's never gonna make you do something that is not of you. Like you don't get a little bit of some of your system and you just start to act out of character. You're just acting way more in character. So if I'm
You've been
on
wanting to
you
do that.
when I got a little bit of my system, that's because I was already want to
that's
be
what
on
I'm saying.
you.
Right.
Yeah.
So now that's
what I'm
why.
saying. Men and women cannot be friends. They can't. It
They
won't
can
work.
be friends. They can be friends.
They
It has to
can
be
be
established
friends.
boundary. Like, first,
They can
I
be
think the
friends.
only issue is like, it really depends on the person. Like, for example, my girl now, I ain't gonna hold you. It was definitely a bit of a taxing on her. It taxed her soul to be with me for a good little while because the fact that I got a lot of, I got my set few women that are like, okay, we talk consistently, like we're cool friends like that. I'll come on, hey, how you doing like that? Check up on you like that, cool. But I have a set boundary with them. But there's a lot of other women that I know, and it's like, oh, hey, Cam, how you doing? It's that dude, like they're acquaintances, but it's fact she hates it to a degree. Like it's really an adjustment. It really depends on the person. Like, because one thing that like I think the moment that she really voiced it out is like one time. I think it was like when we first got together, right? Mind you, she go to FSU, but I got myself a little Haitian FSU girl. I'm happy with her. You know what I'm saying? But it's like cool. She come over visit campus like that. We walk around. I think it was on like some special event going around campus like that, right? And it's like she's like, baby, I'm gonna hold you. I love you. But that's why I hate you at the same time. I was like, what you mean? She's like, you know too many girls. What you mean I don't know too many girls like that, right? And then after we said that though, we proceeded to go walk. Mind you, walking from like village to the gym. And the entire course, I think I said hey about like 15 different girls. Cause we walking, it's like, hey Cam, oh my bad. Hey Cam, how you doing? Hey Cam, how you doing? And then it pissed off so much that one girl walked past me, didn't notice me, but she's like, oh, Cam, ran back over to give me a hug from behind. I'm like, oh, what's up, so-and-so? And she ran off. And she looked at me. I felt.
Nah, real
Look,
bad. Like,
it's
Yeah.
only because I'm friendly. Well, I'm
You're
not
too
too friendly.
friendly.
No.
But that's
You're
our
too-
degree.
It's just
Like
me.
we're in
It's just
journalism,
me.
we're in PR, and
I
people
talk with
always
folks.
complain that, well, not always, but complain that I'm friendly. But it depends on your temperament and if you get jealous, because
Yeah.
I like my man to be a little mini celebrity because I'm a little mini celebrity.
Right.
So certain guys I go out with, they be jealous. Like I used to get in so many arguments with my ex. We'd be at a bar and he'd be like, I saw you looking at them dudes. Those dudes was looking at me up and down, grilling me about you, da 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 da. And I had another partner, and he would be happy. He was like, yeah, I saw everybody looking at you. Like, you my girl. They high-fiving me when I walk past with you. So it just, that also depends on.
It really depends on the person.
I feel like
yeah.
there's a difference. Even though you're in journalism, I feel like there's a difference, like between networking and being personal with somebody,
do
like
with
a
both.
personal relationship. Like don't cross that boundary.
Yeah.
The personal
Yeah.
should only be for your partner.
Yeah, is that
not for
no?
the outside world.
There are definitely set reserved things for my girl, only my girl. Like even the way I hug somebody like that, even with my female friends like that, right? There's only a set few I can give a hug to like that. I'll give them a regular hug like that. Maybe they're going through a hard time. I'll give them like a real hug, good hug like that. But my girl's only one I give like, oh, I'm gonna hug you. I'm gonna pick you up when I'm hugging you like that. All that type of stuff like that. Even with my best friend I done had for years, me and her, we more likely like dab up each other more than anything else. And mind you, she done invited me to the family cookouts. Half her family know me like that. I'm a regular face. I done been over at her place multiple times. It's been multiple times where I'm over at her place and we're sitting in her kitchen. We're talking till like what 2 in the morning because we just catch up on life. This that do. But we got set boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because like because she had a whole boyfriend. I know her boyfriend knows about me. I got a whole girlfriend. She knows about it. I feel like that's another big thing too. It's about whether or not you communicate it like that. Because y'all remember the situation that happened with Layla and her thing like that. With her, like, oh, that's my cousin. But,
Right.
it's about whether or not you lie about it. Because one thing I'm real keen to do is that because I got so many female friends or so like my female best friends, whatever it may be like that, sure, we got the boundaries. But if I get with any girl, I make it real quick. Because even with my girl, when we was first talking for a good long while, made it very clear saying, hey, I messaged you. And if we do start dating, I'm going to let you know this right now. I got a girl best friend. No, I'm not dropping her for the relationship. I got female friends, unless they start crossing boundaries and stuff like that. If you feel a way about it, let me know now because you will be suffering through this entire relationship because I know a lot of women. I do set my boundaries. Do I hang out with them a lot? No. Do I be going out to eat with them? No. Do I be hanging out one-on-one with them like that? No. And even if we do hang out one-on-one, it's because we're sitting down in a set place talking, maybe run a quick errand run. But otherwise, I'm going to communicate with you if I do that. But outside of that, if you have an issue with me having female friends, I got a homeboy. He think you look good too, so you can holler at him. I'm just like, look, I ain't. I'm playing.
That's a team player. That's a team player right there.
Look, I mean, I'm gonna pass her around.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm not gonna pass someone around.
Y'all
I'm
go
gonna
to
pass
family
around
events
sounds
together,
horrible.
you're not gonna drop her for the girlfriend, but you would drop your girlfriend, and then on top of that,
Who's I'm dropping the girl?
you said you could get going if
If you have an issue with me having the girl,
Exactly, that's
after I made it,
drop
like
it.
I'm communicating with you right now. If you got an issue with it, I ain't the dude for you because. Again, this girl best friend has been with me through some of my my girl. She's like literally a sister to me. I'd be lying if I said that it's like, oh, if you want to be with me, then you gotta drop your girl or something. Bye. This is more like you. I mean, shoot. I'm gonna be realistic.
Family at that point.
I-
You're looking at
look,
us some type of way. That's like family.
I'm
at
No,
that
not
point.
trying to be mean.
I get your point, and I definitely have set that boundary. Like, this person has been in my life for so long. I love them
Right.
and care about them. I'm not ever going to cross that boundary with them. And if you can't understand that, then I'm not going to drop you for it. I just set boundaries and figure
Right.
out what is comfortable for that
That's
person.
what
okay.
I'll negotiate boundaries. But
Yeah.
to cut them off completely, I can't. I feel like that's fake of me as a best friend that a little bit of booty tang come my
Yeah.
life and all of a sudden it's like, oh my bad, I gotta put you to the sideline because she didn't do me with none of her guys that came in the picture. So
Yeah.
why do you like, you know what I mean?
But that's
So
been your
I
girlfriend
can't.
for a year. That's different
Yeah, that
between
too.
somebody that you're just now getting to know and casually date. Absolutely not.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want your partner to be permanent though, like
Yeah.
would you in the long term?
I do
then
want
be like, oh, I would drop my friend
Yeah.
after a while. She advocated to you. Hey, I still don't like our relationship. I'm going to your grandma's house and she's calling her, hey, where's so and so? Like, like why is your girl? You say hi? Where's your friend?
It's a slippery slope because again,
It's giving
I
brown
will
sugar.
negotiate. My best friend is at least
Grandma
with the best friends that I say this. Out of the ones I'm close with, there's like let's say 3, 4 that I'm like them sisters. You know what I'm saying? They got me down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's very hard for me to say that like if we going on this long and you had an issue about it for this long, I will negotiate to the bottom to the top to try and work out some sort of comfortability. But to say that I'm a full on just like, hey, baby, it's either marriage with me or you cut off them girls. One thing or the other, I don't want to be in that situation, but I might just gotta say, baby, if you can't vibe with that, then I guess
Me
it
and my
ain't
male
good
friends
for
do
us.
that all the time. Like, they get into
Right.
relationships to start dating people, or I start dating people, and we get distant, and I communicate that ahead of time. hey, I'm dating this person. We've discussed boundaries. They're not really comfortable with me having male friends. And then when I break up with that person or when they break up with that girl, we literally text each other, I'm home.
Yeah,
Like, we just kind of understand.
Like, fall back a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that's
still love you, still call you. You can always
Yeah.
call me if you need me for something. But just
Now-
have that distance to respect my partner's feelings.
On that, then, there's like a little sub question for that topic, then, right? Do you feel as if it's right for your partner to like confide in that person, in that best friend every so often?
But not about your relationship.
Okay, then. I'm in the middle area, I guess. It depends on what you're confiding in. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I see it as me talking to my sister, so it's like there's sometimes where I maybe like me and my girl, we back and forth, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go on a walk, right?
Yeah.
Call my best friend, talking about this girl here. What do I gotta do? What am I wrong? Is she wrong? Is what wrong with me? But then she gonna like be like, Cam, now let's be real. You're being an a-hole, or you're doing this, you're doing that, and everything like that, Cam. Come on, yeah. Because she going to give me the girl perspective of it. Because I can recognize, I don't think like a woman. I don't understand the one of a woman. We've been together for a year, and she still drops balls on me where I'm like, I don't know what to do with this. And sometimes that's why I say the best friend. I don't bring her on everything, but sometimes if I need that little bit of like womanly guidance, and just like because when we have a discussion, I want to genuinely understand my girl. I want to genuinely understand her, where she's coming from. So those are the only times I can say I condone confiding in that best friend or that closer female friend, or at least the ones I trust are not going to sabotage the relationship, but rather, hey, I'm gonna give you the womanly advice on what she's probably
Hold
feeling.
you accountable.
So what can your girl best friend do that your parent or like
Yeah.
another person
Yeah,
can do? Like,
I
What
talk to
you
my
mean?
dad
Because
about
it-
that type
Yeah, it
of
look
stuff.
like
Like,
your
if I have a
parent
problem
or
with a man,
something.
Okay.
I'm calling my dad and be like, Daddy, he did this, he said this, or
Right.
I said that. He'd be like, Baby, you wrong. You're being immature.
your parent raised you. They know the most about you.
Yeah,
They're
they also have
Good
an older
point.
perspective.
I say,
usually go to my
I guess
mom for that
it
type
depends
of
on the
stuff, not
relationship.
gonna lie.
What?
I go to my mom for that type
You
of
your
stuff.
mom really?
Yeah.
See, now that's something.
Because it's
right.
like her perspective is like much older, so it's like
Why?
she sees it
There
from a
is
different
that.
perspective
My-
than I
Yeah.
do.
My ex literally used to be like, Go call your mom right now. Go call your mama. Go call your daddy and tell your mom.
and guess
your mom's
what?
gonna tell you tripping.
Yeah, mom. So am I tripping? Am I tripping right now? And usually, I'm not gonna lie. My mom usually tells me like, "Yeah, you're wilding, bro. You're wilding."
It's also like a level of respect thing. Like if you're talking to like one of your parents about it, then you're like
Yeah.
destined to not,
I'm
say
finding myself
something
doing a bit
like
more, I guess. Like I'll confide in them after the fact sometimes when it's already been solved out. Like there was one time, right, where what was it? Me and her was going back and forth. Long story short, we was mad. She left. I was mad with her about something like that. She mad with me about something like that. She walked in my room, slammed my door. Now, mind you,
Yo,
ooh, in my house, in my house,
Immediately.
boy. Ooh, when I tell you what, mind you, I'm never one to lash out. I never like lashing out on people. But boy, I almost went in that room right behind her saying, "Get out!" Look, I almost did all that, but I had to like.
See, I cuss a man out.
And then I talked, and I called. I talked to my mama saying, "Hey, mommy, look, am I wrong if I told this lady like, hey, I mess with you, but you better sleep at your bed tonight because you ain't sleeping in mine for the next night or two." But my mom again, she'll work it out like that. I work out. It depends really. I feel like finding the parents. I feel like it depends on the relationship with the parents because I'm now recently finding myself confining in them more and more, bit by bit like that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm snitching. Oh, now a lot of the things that I'm talking about is from my previous relationship when I was younger. But my ex, he used to make me mad. He used to do stuff that I'm calling your mother. I'm telling your mother.
I want to get to that point.
can't
I'm not
wait.
gonna lie, I want to get to that point.
can't wait.
I
I'm
wanna get to
texting
that
her.
point.
We're all in a family group chat.
Uh-huh.
And she'll talk to both of us, say who's wrong, have a very neutral standpoint. But if he was doing something outlandish, I'm going to your mother. I'm knocking on that door, and we sitting on the porch and we drinking coffee, talking about your
Oh, so
behind.
you going to his?
Oh, you
parents.
going
I'm going
Like,
to his
no.
mommy.
Parents.
Yes.
I can't wait to get close to my exes
Yes.
like
Yeah.
parents.
My
No,
mother
that's a
love
good
me.
one because it's like
Oh,
now you're gonna like you're not getting your whole parents' bias because like say you went to your parents and they take your side. Once you tell them something about that relationship, they can start forming this image about that person and then not want you to be around that
Yeah.
person or start being biased towards them. If you go to his parents, they birthed them. Why is he like
Yeah,
this? Like,
handle your
straighten
handle
out
your
Yeah.
son. I said,
immediately.
this is how you raise your
Yeah.
son to be.
Right.
Been like this since he was a kid.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Been
look.
like this since he was a.
My mom
young
and my girl be ganging up on me. I swear. Like my girl will actually call my mom. One time she texted her saying, "Ma'am, I need you to take back your product. It's defaulted. Everything like that. Woo woo woo." My mom replied back talking about the manufacturer does not receive refunds. You have to deal with what you got. Cause I ate her food. That's all I did was eat her food.
You gonna have to deal with what you got.
I'm
Why
sorry,
you eat
she
her
couldn't
food?
return.
She left it. Oh no. The only reason I eat her food because she gonna pitter patter eat it. Bit by bit, she eat like one bit one day, one bit the other day. I don't like stuff filling my fridge. I got this, that filling the fridge. Either eat it. It got stuff in my fridge got a 4 to 5 day policy. If you haven't eaten it by now,
Oh, yeah,
I'm
throw
eating
it
it.
out.
I know
4 to 5
somebody
days
like
is
that.
long.
Oh look.
I'm throwing it out.
Oh look, I'm gonna eat it at a certain point like
Well,
that. I
that's
don't like
always
building up
we
food.
don't waste food.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
5 days of leftovers and you're keeping it and you're
Hey,
eating
Thanksgiving
It's
leftovers
not
be stretching.
that- like,
Okay,
yeah.
Thanksgiving leftover. Thanksgiving is
Like
the exception.
freezer or
Thanksgiving
like-
is the exception.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
be
it's
it.
stretching.
Freezer is
Yeah.
different from refrigerator. I'm
Yeah.
thinking about leftovers from Wingstop. You're not eating 5-day leftover Wingstop.
You'll be surprised. Look, sometimes
But
when
you
food
could've
be when
asked,
the food
though.
be food. No,
You could have asked.
Y'all are-
I
I
could have.
don't know, but the air
No.
fryer
Me
be
asking
food.
it was me following up. Like, you gonna eat that? Oh no, I eat it later. You gonna eat that? No, I eat it tonight. You gonna eat that? No, I'll eat it for lunch tomorrow. You gonna eat that? No, I'll eat it. Oh, okay, word.
That's miscommunication. That's miscommunication.
Miscommunication,
Hey, if you don't
look.
eat this, I'm gonna eat it. That's
Yeah.
I will
better.
gladly be yelled at when it comes to the food. Sometimes, look,
So
I'm
then
gonna
you
be
should have
back.
just said, baby, I'm finna eat this.
I'm about to eat. Right.
She
Where's
finds
the
out.
open
She
opportunity?
finds out when she comes. No, she finds out when she calls me sometimes. I'm like, hey, baby, did you see what my thing was? I was like, oh, damn, you was gonna eat that still?
So then if you know she
Oh.
do that, why don't you just ask her?
What if she was waiting for that all day? Or like you just killed the vibe?
That'd be a
Like,
13th
what?
reason sometimes, I guess. I mean, look,
Wow.
it's a chaotic good because look, that's one thing I can say. I will bring a level of chaos, but at the same time intricacy that she has not got with no other man. She can't lie. She has never been bored with me. Never been bored, and she's been happy with me.
Keep her on her
But
toes.
there's never a dull moment because I'm doing something. And like I said, again, it brings a different dynamic. But actually, okay, that kind of goes up into like that. That actually goes perfectly in the next question for her then, right? So then with like, okay, me eating food like that, right? Let me ask you this from y'all experiences, right? Whether it be with ex, current, whatever it may be, situation, whatever it may be, right? Why does that person sometimes like get on your last nerve? Like mind you, y'all can be like a super long relationship like that. People be saying, "Oh, it should be good," this, that, do like that, but no one ever highlights like how much a person can get on your nerves. Why do you think that is sometimes? Like they can get on your like, I want to kick them out. I'm done with that person. Why you feel like that happens sometimes?
I feel like it still falls under communication. Like, so I remember, like, with my ex, when I was trying to communicate something or talking about, oh, like, I was having a bad day, this person did this. Like, I want open line of communication, and I want you to, like, have dialogue. I want to feel like I'm talking to you. I want you to at least, like, interact with the conversation. Like, oh, really? Like, this person did that? I feel like when you're talking to a man, or most times it's just like, if they can't relate, they're not going to say anything. So I just got, or just listening. Like, no, I want you to not be passive with the conversation. Like, have dialogue with me. Like, I can't feel like I can't do that.
Okay then. Anyone else have to say? I got something real passionate. I'm gonna say it, so I'm gonna be real blatant about it. But I'm gonna let y'all get your words first.
I feel like for my long-term relationship, that when we were arguing, that was my best friend. So I can't really think of nothing that he would do that would irritate me. I will say for situationships that I had, they weren't as smart as I thought they were. Like, they just didn't have any emotional depth. So I would be trying to talk to them about stuff, not even emotionally, but in life. And they would just be sitting there, lights on, nobody's home. They can't have an actual conversation.
Like
Like what they
Okay.
were saying. And it's
Okay.
just
Hello?
frustrating because I don't like to date stupid people.
I mean,
It's irritating.
that
Emotional
is
intelligence
very,
is very important.
it is
You
needed.
can't
It
hold
is
a
needed.
conversation.
Okay
No.
then.
Yeah, bad communication gets pretty aggravating. I'm trying to, I can't really pick up on like what thought I had prior to the fact. I'm gonna get back to it after
Uh-huh.
to what you're about to say, bro.
No, okay then. Personally, I'm gonna say this. The reason why I feel like sometimes that partner gets you on last nerve is that every so often I'm not. Mind you. Am I the passionate? Actually, I'm a very passionate advocate when I say this. In my opinion, and this is no offense to y'all when I say this, right? Or my other women listeners, right? Sometimes, especially for this money for positive fellas, sometimes your partner is the slowest person you met in your life, and it pisses me off. Look, look at this. Logic overrides, like when it comes to emotion, I say this. Emotion at least with the guy side. I'm gonna speak for the guy side, right? And I'm gonna speak for the girl side next. When it comes to guys, I feel like one thing that gets my last nerve when it comes to my girl sometimes, again, love to death. But boy, when I tell you what, I sometimes want to kick her out the house because when it comes to emotion, if she feel away, everything else is non-negotiable. And that's
Because emotions are valid.
and emotions are valid, but Jamal, I'm just a girl.
I'm just a
I'm just a
girl.
I'm just a
That
girl. I
kills me,
hate it.
bro.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I
Yo,
hate it. I hate
Because
it.
that's
I'm
the
dead
fastest
ass
way
just
to
a
make someone
girl.
That is
pass
the
I'm
out.
just a girl,
fastest.
period. Like,
No,
that
look,
is the
I'm
thing.
just a girl.
That
Period.
is
Until
it.
I'm just a girl. You walk into my house because you walk into my house at 3 a.m. on a 20 degrees night because you pissed off and everything like that at me. Mind you, you could have just called me. Oh, but you didn't pick up my calls. I was asleep, but I was mad at you, so I walked over here. In the middle of the night, when you know there be hobos outside their house, when you know that your neighbors creep you out, and you be saying, "Oh, I'm scared to walk around in the middle of the night," and yet you chose to walk to my house at 3 in the morning, pissed off at me because I sent you back home to sleep at your house because I want to get work tonight.
It's called In the Name of Love.
In the name of love,
In the
boy,
name
what
of
love is
love.
that?
I
What
ain't
love
doing
is
no
that?
wrestling. I ain't
Ooh.
doing
She
no
walked,
wrestling.
she walked
I'm
in
just a
at
girl.
night. Dangerous times for women. And she came to come see you, and y'all were mad at each other, or she was mad at you, and she still came over to come see
Right,
you?
I'm glad, but
In the name of love.
look, in the name of love, T getting snatched up, and you call me baby. I don't know where he came from. He came from behind the. What? Did you stay home? No, I was gonna come to you. Then see, that's where it was right there. I'm passionate about love. I understand it fully. Emotions will override stuff. I understand it to the fullest degree, but sometimes it will get my last
It's
nerve.
not that.
I like.
Because I have this conversation with my father all the time. All the time I have this conversation with my dad. Women, the problem is that men think that when you upset us, if that was not your intention to make us mad, then we should not be mad. And
Fair.
intention and the reality of the situation is two different things. We try to communicate to you all what we need, and it's like, I'm telling you, I want a pie. And you have the ingredients to make a pie, but you keep baking a cake. And you're like, well, I put in the time and the effort to bake you this cake.
That's
The
not what I
first time you hand me the cake, oh, well, thank you. At least you thought of me. You tried your best. The third time, I'm starting to get irritated with you because I really wanted a pie. And you're wasting time and you're wasting energy baking a cake that I didn't want, that I didn't ask for. But cake is good. Cake is yummy. By the 15th, 16th time, I don't even want the cake anymore. I don't even want the pie anymore. Now I want some ice cream. I'm on a totally different dessert because you couldn't provide me what I asked you for 25 times.
That's fair. Now again, I can get annoyed with the women emotions like that. I can get annoyed with that sometimes. But on the guy side, we do be a little bit like just stupid with stuff. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's a fine line, right? I done met a lot of stupid women, but I also met a lot of stupid men. I done met on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I done met some women that can be real questionable. I done met a lot of men where it's like, well, bro, I mean, I told her I love her like that. I only cheated on her like one time, and it was like that. We should. I told her I wasn't gonna do that no more. Like,
Cheat on me if you want to.
Cheat on me if you want to.
like, look, like again, I'm a passion. I'm always for the fellas like that, but we do be a little bit slow sometimes. We do dumb stuff a good few times like that, and it's like I can understand how it be frustrating. I can't lie about that part like that because I've done things on my side where my girl frustrated me like that. I don't understand what's the issue like that, but I gotta tell you, like, sit and think about it because it's okay. As much as it's an annoyance for me, I recognize women are more emotional thinkers, men are more logical thinkers. It's just how it naturally is lots of times, right?
You keep looking over here thinking.
What
Let me explain.
That's a true statement.
Let me explain it. Yeah. When it
Biologically,
comes,
we were made like that.
right. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes down to it, women are more keen. Not saying it's bad. Not saying it's bad. Women are more keen to think with emotion when it comes to that's why the female best friend thing like that. They can come at me from an emotional standpoint and help me understand things a bit more. Men, if you come at me like if my girl come at me with an issue, saying, what is that, like that, my first thought is, well, you could have simply solved it as X, Y, and Z. Well, I don't want the solution. I want you to just listen to me vent. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Because we know the solution. Like, women operate in their emotions. They can also think logically. Like, you can do both at the same time. Women decide to operate in their emotions, though. Like, okay, so we know like what you're saying,
Right,
it might be right, but then also no, I'm just gonna jump to the emotion first. I know what you're saying, but let me go ahead and get this out real quick.
Right.
Then I can handle whatever else afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's
I feel,
what it is.
and I feel like for men, unless you can always ask, hey, do you want advice in this situation? Do you just want reassurance? Do you want me to listen to you? 9 times out of 10, a woman just wants a safe space where she can vent. Dang, baby, I understand your perspective. I can understand how that can be frustrated. If y'all would shut up, sit down, and sit in the chair, you would know, like, you would be able to, your love lives would be so much easier. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Literally just ask, what do you need from me in this moment?
Yeah,
Before
okay.
you start trying to put logic and force a logic in there
Now-
that she
I
already
like
thought about and thought about how it
Okay.
didn't work.
Now, no, you said we should.
I feel like a woman, like when they're trying to, women when they're trying to communicate with men, they're like, okay, I'm telling you this, but before you can even finish your thought, a man already is like, oh, that's dumb. Like, you know, like you already know what you're gonna say. You're already planning your next statement before you even listen to the rest of what she's saying.
Okay,
That's
right
bad
now.
communication. If you're not like, you already got an a rebuttal for like a situation,
Yeah.
like you're not even thinking about or listening to what they're
Actively
saying.
listening, no.
Yeah. Now, and Jamal, I need you to try and beg me when I say this. Okay, right now,
Okay.
I know how you say. I mean, again, it might be a bit wild, but you really gotta hear me out. I might need your help with this. Okay.
Okay, I'll try, bro.
Okay.
I'll try.
And I understand what you say with the man. Okay, shut up, sit down, listen. Sometimes, right? Now on the opposite side, now this might be a little bit controversial, right? On the opposite side, you're side-eyeing me, man. You're side-eyeing me. You're ready to
gotta
see.
let
You're
him-
ready.
you gotta let
You're
him-
side-eyeing me.
let him
You ready?
cook first.
You
Let
don't
him
even
cook
ready to
first.
jump over that table. Look.
Let him cook first.
Okay. On the opposite side, though, with the women, every so often, and if my girl watches too, it's nothing in defense of her. Sometimes with the women, it's a bit of a situation where you need to zip it, lock it, put it in your pocket, and let me work this out. You know what I'm saying? The reason I say that, and like, before you jump straight to the emotion, right? Because you're looking at me. Before you jump straight to the emotion, just give me 10 seconds to explain it to you, and just listen to the logic before we go through this whole 20-minute argument when it solves out
Can I say
with,
something?
oh, well, okay, I guess you was right, baby. This could have been solved out if you just let me work it out for you for a second. You know what I mean?
I have something to say. Yes, women should also shut up, sit down, and listen. I am an equal opportunity employer.
Right,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
like-
across the board. But I will say, I think men keep putting logic with intention.
Oh,
you're
yeah,
flipping
that's-
it.
yeah.
So you're saying, you're mad at me. Shut up and listen to me so I can explain to you my logic. But what you're really saying is, I want you to understand my intention. And what y'all don't understand is your intentions don't mean that that's the reality of the situation,
That's
or that's
fair.
how the situation is perceived.
That
So
is a
stop
very big
saying
part,
logic,
yeah.
because
It's
women
male
have
logic.
logic
Like, it's
and emotion.
right.
You are thinking about, I know as a man, I just
I
want to
know what's
protect
wrong.
you. I want to provide for you. I want to love you. And I did not think about hurting your feelings or making you feel a certain type of way. But the reality of the situation is you did. So you want her to operate taking out of her emotion and her logic, because
Yeah.
she's putting 2 and 2 and getting 4,
Yeah.
to say, well, I didn't mean it that way in so many words.
Yeah.
That's your problem.
Yeah, that'd be a bit of an issue like that. But then on the other end, as a rebuttal though, I found this a good few times. Again, I've only realized it just how much it can happen in a relationship is when it's like, I guess maybe, and that, correct me if women do this like that, right? I say one thing, but maybe I say things at face value more often than not. I usually say things at face value, especially when an argument. I say stuff at face value. I don't try to speak in hyperboles. I don't try to say put hidden meanings. But I say one thing and she takes it as a whole another thing, right? Like, is that just like with the way of how a woman may think, or is that just a certain person thing type of thing like that? You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, "Oh, you look so nice today," you interpret it as, "Oh, he's trying to hit at me." "Oh, okay, you smell good today." "Oh, he probably like sniffing me down like that." "Oh, like do
It
like."
depends on the time of the month.
Yeah.
Okay, then because
on
depends
the day.
look, look.
Yeah, it depends on the day. I'm not gonna lie.
Look,
Like,
because again, Jamal, I tell me if you experience like this, right? For example, I've had set times where I don't meet my girl. We was in an argument, not even an argument. We don't try to argue. A hard discussion is what I call it. A real hard discussion. We saying this, that, back, forth, X, Y, and Z. I kid you not, I think I said something like, I said something like, "Hey, I need you." Like I literally in the conversation at one point, I said something on the lines of, "Oh, okay, look, do not take anything I say. Like, I mean this in completely face value and X, Y, and Z, this and that, do like that. Like, I mean, like, do not, I'm not saying no hyperboles, no metaphor, nothing like that. I said X, Y, and Z. Her exact words, I kid you not, was, so what you're trying to say is, and I lost.
What you're trying to say is you hate me. You never want to see me again.
What that?
We're
Ooh,
done.
I've heard
Okay.
that
What
too
men
many
think
times.
It's
I
simple.
said,
It's
hey,
not as simple as you think. Like,
all I said was,
Oh.
hey, I don't think you can stay over the night because I gotta get this and that done. So I'm hearing is that you really hate me.
So it's
Why-
not a
why-
man and woman issue. That's an attachment style issue.
Right, because
Everybody has an attachment style. So once you and usually opposites attract. So if you're an avoidant, you usually get with someone who's an anxious attachment style. So it sounds like your girlfriend is probably anxious or disorganized. So something happened in her childhood where she felt like she didn't get the reassurance or the emotional stability she needed as a child. So in that moment, it wasn't that she wasn't listening to you, it's that she felt
Right.
rejected. And so instead of saying, like, in those moments, you need to provide reassurance. Baby, I love you. I enjoy spending time with you. Right now, I'm really busy and I need to focus on this. How about I call you at 11 o'clock just to check in, and then I can call you right before I go to
and
bed.
that's what I like to hear with some people like that. Like, again, the partner's going to get on your last nerve. I feel like, again, with the whole getting on the nerves, things like that, right? To be in a relationship, y'all, that person, you're going to hate him sometime. Now you hate
It's
him,
bound to happen. Bro.
It's gonna
Everybody
happen.
Has the I hate my
Everyone.
girlfriend phase, bro.
but it's about,
Henry Danger
look,
mean.
honestly, maybe sometimes I'll be thinking like, dang, why did I shouldn't have DM'd you sometimes. Like, if there be them times I'm like, ooh, I'm not even want nobody else, but sometimes it's like, should I even DM'd her? Like, this girl got me sitting here stressing while I'm also making some dinner for her, but then I'm also having to do this work. And meanwhile, I can't say nothing crazy to her because I know she's gonna tweak out. You know what I mean? But it's like, I feel like that's a part of the relationship. I feel like to have a fun relationship, that person is gonna get on your last.
Dang, I hope
Last
your girlfriend
nerve.
not watching this.
Boy,
Look,
Shorty, he
all I'm
didn't
saying
need
is,
how y'all
it. He
deal
didn't
with
need
this
this
is the only
situations.
girl in this entire world that can hit a nerve I ain't never knew I even had.
Yeah.
Boy, look, like the nerve that she hits is the same nerve my little brother hits when he be on his mess. And mind you, the only difference my little brother and her, me and my little brother, we can go at it if we and him get at it. Me and her, unless I want to go to jail, I can't do nothing. So I'm just having to sit there.
Domestic violence?
Straight to
Hey,
jail.
first
Look,
Straight to jail.
I don't condone it. I don't
like, "Can I
condone
do
it
this
at
to
all.
you?"
But
Like, I don't
sometimes
know.
this lady have me be like, some,
Wow.
ooh, I'll go to the kitchen. You know what I mean?
Kitchen?
I'll be mad. I'll be mad.
I'm gonna tell y'all.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna tell y'all
mad.
something.
Wow.
I have my mother's mouth, and I try not to do this now. But in my previous relationships, I had a really bad mouth,
that
and
be
I
now.
was cussing, and then I was yelling. But that man had better not had raised his voice at me, because
I
my
know
dad
it.
never called me out of my name. My dad has never yelled at me. I can count on one hand how many times my dad has been mad at me. He's always spoken to me gentle. So when I get frustrated, sometimes I tune into my dad's side, and I'm like, baby, I don't understand why you did this. Baby, I'm getting frustrated. Baby, I need a minute, because that's how my father talks to me. But if we keep having the same argument over and over,
there's
or
something
I
up.
keep telling you something and you're not listening, you only get so
Yeah.
much of that
Yeah.
baby. And then I start
It
getting
gets
up here, I
riled up.
start acting like
That's-
Tiffany. It's gonna be.
I mean,
That-
It's
yeah,
an
yeah, that's
in-person
your partner,
conversation.
that's not your partner, not your child. You shouldn't have to be like falling behind them over and over again. Of course, being in a relationship, it takes growth, of course. But it's like, again, constant falling behind them like that. That's not your that's not
It's
your
an
child.
in-person-
And again, and with the nerves thing like that, like how you said with the mouth thing like that, it's like, again, there's two sides to it like that. When it comes to your partner getting your nerves, that's you got like you was doing that really good like that, because one thing, when it comes to your partner getting your nerves like that, it's really about how you process it. Because they're going to get on your nerves regardless by how you process it. Because one thing, it's like on the guy's side, guys, fellas, we got to watch how we are. Like, for example, I never get big or aggressive with my girl. Never like that. Because that's abusing my own physicality like that. I know it's going to make her feel unsafe. The last thing I'd ever want to do in my entire life is make her feel unsafe. I was raised better than that. But on the woman's side, with ladies now, ladies gotta watch their mouth sometimes like that, because when it comes down to it like that, one thing I recognize fully, a guy can come at a woman physically like that. He can do this and that, everything like that, cool. But a woman can come at a man mentally harder than anything else. So I know for a fact, if my girl, if she was like, I already know very well, if she was having mouth on her, Well, she kind of can a little bit like that. Sometimes she yell at me in Creole. I ain't gonna hold you like that, but I can't say I can't say I hate it because they're like, ooh, you gotta speak me in another language like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Ooh la la.
on the
Right.
but on the other hand, like that, it's like yeah, with women, y'all got if y'all got a mouth to you, it's like that can. One girls sometimes gotta recognize just how much it can hit a guy a wrong way when they really got a mouth to them. Because as a guy, like if you with your girl, you don't want to make her feel unsafe, so you don't want to yell at her.
Never
You
yell
don't
at her. Never like.
never
make
yell at her, never
myself
get
look
big,
Yeah.
never put your hands like in an argument. Like if we are having a heated argument, I'm not even gonna touch her because I don't want to accidentally my aggression. I don't accidentally touch her in a hard aggressive way like that. You know what I'm saying? I never want to do none of that.
Don't even ball up your fist, bro.
Right? Don't even.
Spit a
Oh
little
no, I
bag.
ain't gonna hold you behind my back. I'll be like, some yeah, this that. But like, baby, I
My
mean, this and
grandpa
that.
always said
Boy.
if a man ever is arguing with you and he starts punching stuff or punching the wall,
That's-
immediately leave because that's
Yeah.
indicative of him imagining he's punching you in the face.
Yeah,
That's
you don't
what
need
he's
that.
If he
doing.
can hit around you, he wants to hit you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
but I know for me, I know myself and my emotions, so I would tell somebody like behind the scenes, I told you, hey, I feel like I'm acting a little bit off today. Here is why. So I can also communicate, baby, I need to eat. I'm getting hangry. Baby, I'm irritable today. I had a long day at work. I don't want to talk. And I can tell you before something happens. But if you keep picking at me and you keep going and you're not listening when I'm giving you I tell you clear as day, this is what I need.
Yeah.
I had a bad problem about that in the past. Like I would try to communicate while the argument's happening. It only escalated more. So like I realized within myself I had to start stepping away, possibly sending a text message. Like I'm just going to text you. I can't even talk to you no more in person because this is not gonna go well. Like,
No, that's literally what it is.
Let me go ahead and get it all out. I know nobody likes those paragraphs, but I'm just sending it. Let's send it real
Now
quick.
I'm not gonna lie. I can't text and argue. I can't text argue like that. I can hold
Call
you. I
immediately.
can't. Look,
It's starting to look too bad, yeah.
right?
I'm
Because
just,
she put out boom, 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 boom. I'm still trying to type in one paragraph.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
God.
can't compete, bro.
I
It's a
can't
whole
compete.
2-3 paragraphs.
And then
already
turn
out,
around.
bro.
God forbid I text something. I'm trying to be peaceful, but you think it's in a whole different tone. Cause that's how I've done lost relationships before, where it's like we texting this and that do. I text old girl this that do. She's like, what's that supposed to mean? I'm like, wait, but no. What's that supposed to mean?
But I wasn't saying it like that.
I
You know,
wasn't.
Like,
Better than
immediately
in
it's- yeah.
person, like if you're already riled up, you know, your voice is, I don't know, me personally, my voice kind of escalates when I'm upset.
No, I'll be
so,
trying
you
to.
know,
I try to tone it down when I'm in person. Like, there's been a time where I burnt a pretty big fire and then like try to like tone it down after the fact. We're both screaming at each other. And I'm like, listen, but it's not even like what I'm trying to say is, and then turn it.
Once you get the
turn
volume
it.
level, it's
Yeah,
hard to
but
bring
it
back
never
down.
works.
I
It never
start
works. It
crying.
never works.
No,
It
when
never
the
works.
tears start
'Cause
falling,
she
it's
starts
over.
saying stuff to
It's
just get under my
over.
skin, so I
Yeah.
get back up there,
Yeah.
try to get me back up there, and it's like the
I'm gonna have to
argument's
walk
over,
away.
bro.
I don't never try to get riled up because it's
Ooh.
like it don't never gonna work good.
No.
Like no, I remember like it be feeling bad. Like it probably my head be feeling bad when I'm mad, but at the same time it's like I'm mad still. Like that's why I feel like that's you gotta establish a way y'all gotta argue a little bit too. Like I ain't gonna hold you.
Healthy
Like
communication.
for example, me and my girl like over homecoming, right? Mind you, you know how I said about the whole me having female friends like that, this and that do right. Mind you, we done talked about this for a while like that. It done came in conversation over and over and over again. I make it very clear, hey, she just cool like that. I don't know like that. We ain't talk like that. It's just cool homie like that. Cool homie like that. She kept on bringing it up though. Kept on getting me annoyed. It was over homecoming like that, right? We walking with some friends. We leaving the game. And then it's like, okay, one girl, this light skin girl I knew like that. She said, oh, hey, Cam, how you doing? Said, okay, like 10-second conversation, keep on going. And it's like, And at that point, I guess something ticked off my head. I was like, okay, I'm over it. I'm done over this like that. You know what I'm saying? So then we go back to the friend's apartment like that. Everyone chilling, but I ain't saying not a word to it like that. Because I'm heated, and it's only like, when you go over that ledge, it just keeps on rolling over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was at a certain point, we walk outside. I know my friends listened to the whole conversation too. Because I think I saw one of them peeking out the window because the whole apartment inside went quiet. We will step outside, and we, well, you did, and everything like that. And I had to recognize, like, there's certain things I just can't do in an argument. Like, for example, I can't touch you when I'm arguing. Like, if I'm heated, do not touch me, period. Because one thing my girl does, she used to do sometimes like that, right, is if we're talking, like, she needs more comfort in the argument like that, but I don't need no comfort. I just need to get out what I need to say. So then she'll like try to grab my hand like that. She'll try to, like, almost if she's trying to like seduce me out of being angry. And that pisses me off even more because you think I'm that easy. Like, I am easy for you, but I ain't that easy when I'm mad. Like, what we doing? Because it was one time, again, we was arguing outside of homecoming. It's like, I'm popping off like, oh, this is that. Woo, 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 woo. She grabbed my hand and then woo, 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 woo. And she was like, and I was like, look. I had to stop real quick and be like, hey, look, baby, I love you, this I do. But when we're arguing, you cannot touch me at that moment like that because I'm heated and you touching me it pisses me off that much more. When I get it out, I'm good.
Yeah,
Right
I
then
think
and there though.
everybody. Yeah,
That's why I agree on that text
No.
mess.
That
Text
text
message.
message?
Listen, walk away, send a text. Hey, I'm feeling this type of way. It gives you a moment to reflect, read what you're saying. Then you can send it and then you can talk about it.
I ain't
Rather than
gonna
having
lie.
it right there in person. Like, cause once you, close proximity, never.
I remember it just depends on the stage in the relationship, but my long term relationship towards the end, we were supposed to go over my close friend's house to hang out, and he was Puerto Rican or half Puerto Rican. He was obsessed with coffee, and so kept telling. I was driving. He was telling me, "Oh, can we stop for coffee? Can we stop for coffee?" I said, "Well, when we get closer, because it was a 45-minute drive, maybe we'll stop at a gas station or something and get you there." But by the time we got to the house, I didn't pass anything to stop and get him coffee. And he looks over at me and he says, "I hate you." And
Wait, you was driving?
I was driving. He looks over at me and says,
this is exactly how it goes right there. It's like, I hate you. Oh, word. All right, you can get out.
"No."
You can walk back home now. You
No.
have
The mail log.
He-
That's the mail log.
He was like,
oh my God,
"I hate you and there's nothing you can do about it." And I just looked at him and I was like, I didn't even look at him. I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "I don't know why you," he said, "I don't want to be with you. I want to break up." I said, "Okay."
Over some coffee?
I said, "I don't know why you telling me this before we go in my best friend's house, but that's fine." And then we ended up going upstairs and pretending like nothing happened. And at that point, I was so emotionally disconnected from the conversation and from the situation.
Once you meet
I was
the emotional
like-
disconnection, that means it's over with. Like again, if you hit me with the one thing I'm big on, no matter how mad I am, I'ma still give you an I love you. I'ma still let you know I mess with you, even though I want to kick you halfway across this planet. I mess with you. I just I just can't deal with you
over
right
coffee
now.
though, you hate me because
Now,
I
see,
didn't stop
over
and get your
coffee-
food and get out of
over
the
coffee, though, no. That's why I said
wanna
if
break
you-
up. You felt that way for a minute.
Yeah.
No,
Because, like,
it
feel
was
away from
bigger
him, yeah.
arguments. That was
Yeah.
the end of our 3-year relationship. So I had already
Yeah, it was
knew-
already headed
You
we
already knew
had
it was
broke.
coming.
Less than 24 hours. I think we should break up, and then it's like, "But baby, I love you." It was just so up and down and back and forth and left and right and up
okay.
and down. And
You better hope the logic hit the woman before the emotion. Because if the logic hit, okay, we can
I ain't
handle
gonna-
this.
yeah.
But if emotion hit, done.
but
Outta
most
there.
of that was me because I was an anxious attachment style. So it was actually my fault. The emotional way of the back and the forth and the push and pull, that was low key me.
Okay.
Self-awareness is very important. But
Yeah.
back
It
to
is.
you, Cam, about the whole. Wait, what did you just say? You said
Look,
something-
this is how it's gonna go. If let's say a girl is driving, right? Again, I don't never use certain words. I'm never gonna say I hate her. I'm never gonna say I don't. I don't even say that to my family like that. Like if I say I hate somebody, it's because I hate you. Like I can say I hate what you do, but hate you specific, I would never say that to nobody. I ain't never said that to nobody in my life. I don't say that, but I ain't never said that to nobody that I actually care about. You know what I'm saying? So simple as this. Imagine I communicate that. I'm very big on like you watch what your words are. Hey, come out something like that. No matter how mad you are, you watch how you come out your mouth something like that. Because no matter how mad I am, I've been seeing red at some folks, but I ain't gonna talk to them certain ways because I still may have care for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if me and my girl driving again, just driving now, maybe pop up some Kendrick like that. Boom, 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 boom,
They not
boom,
like
boom,
us. They
boom,
not like
do, do,
us.
do,
They not
do,
like
do,
us.
Right.
do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just vibing out. Then all of a sudden she's like, baby. It's like, what's up? It's like, Loki, I hate you. I want to break up with you. It's like, oh, word? All right. Do. What you do? Oh, what you mean? What you put on the side? What you put on the side of the highway?
Not
Wait, why on the side of the highway? It's like, what you talking about?
Yeah.
See, I gotta be careful
Not
with
Baby,
situations.
oh, baby, what
You're
you
a little
doing?
too calm for me.
Baby, what you doing? Oh, you said you hate me. I was like, yeah, what you doing though? Oh, you hate me? You don't ride in the car with people you hate? What you doing, baby? Like, oh, my bad. Let me open the door for you. Hold on.
That's
Your life lessons.
whole.
Not the whole.
baby. Go, baby. Okay, I see you.
You
Okay.
playing out the
I
scenario.
don't- Why you doing this to me? Oh, my bad. I don't listen to people I hate. Boom. You
I
know?
feel like if you did that to a woman that you supposedly love, even if she said "I hate you," you would not leave her on no side of the road.
I might not go there. I might leave on the side of the road. I'll leave like a block down the street.
The same woman that
No.
walked at night for you?
I don't know.
The woman that
Okay.
you love and care so bad about,
We
you
put,
would drop her off
okay,
that.
fair. Okay, I'll put it
okay.
like this, right? My
Yeah.
girl right now said she hate me. I'm like, oh, word? All right, cool. And then how about, actually, you know what? How about this? Let's say she right now. She just dropped me on the ball saying, I hate you, whatever like that. Cool then. All right, then. She going, okay, how about this? That's one good, yeah. She's doing, okay, cool. I hate you like that. It's like, okay, Okay, baby. Hey, baby, where you at? You didn't come on back home yet like that. Oh, you don't sleep in the bed with people you hate. Hey, I thought you were doing dinner tonight. You don't cook with people you hate. Hey, you didn't call me today. Yo, you don't talk on the phone with people you hate. Mind you, I ain't talking to nobody else, but if you hate me, yo, you better follow through in the words.
Yeah.
Either that or you better apologize for what you said. Because again, above all else, I hold the golden rule. I treat you how I want to be treated. You treat me how you want me to treat you.
Yeah.
You say you hate me, you better hold them words true.
That is
I'm
a
gonna make
strong
sure you hate me. I'm gonna
statement.
make sure you if you hate me, we gonna see how much you really hate me because you ain't gonna get no kisses when I leave, no lovey dovey, no this and that, because you don't kiss people you hate. You don't hug people you hate. You don't talk to people you hate. If you hate me, you ain't gonna say I hate you and expect me to love some. Oh well, baby, we gonna work it out. This that woo 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 woo. Because here's the thing, I am all for talking things out. I'm all for working things through. But at the end of the day, you are a grown woman.
Yeah.
So hey, watch your words. Hey, I don't come at you a certain way. You don't come at me a certain way like that. Like if we in an argument, I ain't gonna use something personal against you. Never in my life. So if you do that to me, first of all, I'm gonna be livid. Second of all, though, yeah, okay, bet. You gonna be a grown woman. You gonna say, "Oh, I'm grown. Is that do? Okay, bet. Be grown and single, or at least be grown and lonely, because you're gonna be mad at me. You're gonna be so mad at me. So
Yeah, there is a thin line between love and hate, but ain't
there
that thin.
is.
It's
It ain't
not
that thin.
It's not that thin. So
Right.
like,
No,
you just
certain
say you hate
situations call for
somebody?
that, bro.
No.
Certain situations call for
Hate
it.
though, I
What-
don't like you in this
What
moment.
situation caused
But
you to say you
hate
hate? Actually, the
No,
only
not for me to say hate, but
Oh.
like I'm
Yeah,
talking about
hate
leaving
is
them somewhere.
crazy.
Nah, hate is kind of crazy with someone you
Yeah.
care about. Like,
But how
we
about
get here,
this?
bro?
What? Okay, with leaving on someone on the side of the highway, what does call for leaving someone on the side of the highway? Because if nothing else, like at least I know one guaranteed situation you'll get left on the side of the highway, regardless of what it is.
Someone or your partner?
Your partner.
Your partner.
I've had this situation. It was like
You left on the side of the highway.
it was my birthday. We went to Tampa. We went to like the Hard Rock Casino. So we're in the parking lot, and it was already tension between us. Again, it's the end of a 3-year relationship, child.
How many relationships you had?
No, it's the same.
Oh,
It's the
same what I was gonna say.
31.
God,
yeah.
no.
And so he must have. I don't know what we started arguing about, but it led to us getting out the car. We're parked and we're in the Hard Rock Casino parking lot, and I'm just putting his stuff out of the car. He was like, "That's all right, cause I'm gonna have old girl come pick me up." I said, "What?"
Word.
No,
Okay,
nothing.
yeah,
He walk away. He calling somebody on the phone, talking to somebody on the phone. Guess what I do?
What?
Call his mama. Yo, son. And he got to call his mama. Yeah, ma, I need you to come pick me up. Da, 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 da. I said, no, I'm really not finna leave you 2 hours or 3 hours away from where we are. But, like, and he tried to play it off, but I didn't say I was going to have a female pick me up. I never said that. No, yes, you did. And you're trying to be funny and you're trying to play in my face. And we were always, I think it was because he was broke. Like, he didn't have no money. Like, he wasn't broke when we
Those
fell
are
in
the
love.
difficult
He had a
ones.
good job when we met. But I think what it was it's my birthday. We're in a city, and he's probably stressed about all of the money that he's supposed to be responsible for paying for stuff. And so he started an argument, maybe consciously or subconsciously, because of the amount of pressure he's in.
Yeah.
Because as a man, you're going to want to provide for your loved ones. And I think that's really what it was, hindsight. But what I have actually left him there, no. Because his mama was going to come pick him up, and I was going to make her drive 3 hours to come pick her son up.
But do you see the difference between male logic and female logic? She
Right.
knew she wasn't gonna leave him. Cam over here talking about, I'm gonna get a nigga.
Look.
It's okay,
Right.
Cam.
You know,
I've been
she-
there before. Where I thought about it. I have thought about it before.
Right,
Just like
It takes
like,
a lot.
I don't know
to be
about the
good.
side of the highway.
That's
though.
what I'm saying. Like she
No,
thought about
I
it.
guess-
but
We
maybe
was
she
about
having a
30
hard
minutes from her house,
time,
but I don't know about the
everything.
side of the highway.
What situation you was in? You about to leave her?
She was like we had an argument. We were sitting like right outside at a gas station at like 2:00 in the morning. We had like had some food. We got into a little argument. Next thing you know, she said, "I never want to see you again." And I was like, "Bro, I have to drop you off at home.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to ride in my car for you to go home."
Right.
And I'm looking at her like, "Bro, do you really don't want to see me again? I like you could you could
I'll
go
go right
home.
now.
You could go."
I'll say I'll say this. It has to be a really strong. Okay, I'll say this. For me to honestly, because again, if I do really love you, I wouldn't just want to leave you. I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't feel bad. So what I'll do is this. If let's say I figure out she don't be like that, right? I figure out midway in the car like that, like, oh yeah, so me and so made purple, this and that, woo. Okay, word. You gonna leave me on the sidewalk highway? No. I'm gonna just drive alongside you as you walk back to wherever Uber you gotta get. and then we can go from
Life
there.
lessons.
I'm not gonna leave you, but you're gonna walk alongside this car. Because again, if like that, I guess the cheating situation is the only thing I can like see myself doing that with. Like if you cheat on me, and you do that, then you walking beside the car.
Yeah.
You're not walking in the car.
Be in the car
You know,
while finding that out is kind of wild.
You know what I mean? Because
That's a dangerous situation.
it is a dangerous situation. Then, how about this? To kind of finish this off, then, right? Because we talked about all this type of stuff like that. We talked about all these different points about getting on the nerves, the best friend like that, and all these different things like that. One of the bigger consistent things was about, I guess, you feeling this way, your partner feeling that way like that. At what point does this stuff, like, if you can give like a kind of, I guess, a short description towards it, right? At what point does it call for incompatibility? That, hey, my partner does want the best friend, I don't want one, or he doesn't, he doesn't. My partner gets my last nerves, but I this and that, do like that. At what point in all this stuff and all this like kerfluffle, everything like that, does this call for incompatibility, or does it call for just a rework of the relationship?
I have my answer. I feel like I always go
Usually
first.
you had an answer.
Yeah,
Usually
we
you had an
pass
answer
it all
ready.
through the.
Yeah, okay.
We can just
okay.
go. Let's go down the line and finish off then.
So for me, I feel like people are compatible in different sections. So you're mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, and sexually compatible. You have 5 different things. When you're finding a partner in a long-term committed relationship, you should have 3.5 out of those 5 things. If you're reflecting and you feel like, well, dang, we're not really mentally compatible, we're not emotionally compatible, we're not financially compatible, spiritually really either, you just like the way the person looks and y'all have a few of the same hobbies, that means that y'all aren't truly compatible. You should have the same values and moralistic system as well.
Not a single stutter, nothing like that. You had this answer ready. My God, like you had that ready on that.
She ain't new to this.
She ain't new to none of
She
this.
ain't new to
Okay,
this.
okay.
Oh, see, it's hard to go after that one.
Right.
But I feel like if you take one of your best days with your partner, and even if you reflect on everything, take into account the good days and the bad days, and if you could see yourself living with them the rest of your life with those good days as well and those bad days, then I feel like that's something you should stick to. Like, but if you don't want to be with them on their bad days, or you can't handle them on their bad days, or at their worst, then I feel like that's when you should.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I run it like a pros and cons list. There's more cons than pros, and majority of the time there is more cons. Then you just gotta let it go. You just
That's
gotta
real.
let it go.
Okay then.
Don't drag
would
it
even
out.
call for
Yeah.
rework.
Don't-
That would even call for rework even.
I mean, if we've been going like I put it in like a amount of time. Like we can
Right.
we can rework maybe 2, 3, 4 months, but then when it gets like we're pushing like 6 to like a year of like the same problem, nothing's gonna change. Like nothing's gonna
Right.
change at this point. Like we're not even trying to change anything.
Okay,
So yeah.
that's fair.
It's not cute to argue like married people if you're not married. Like,
Oh.
Yeah,
it's
that
not-
too,
that's
bro.
not
not
Like
cute.
we're not
if-
even like tied to each
Wow.
other like that.
Okay.
So why
Married
would you
people
make it
shouldn't
permanent?
Be arguing.
Yeah.
Right.
I see what you're saying then. I'll say like I'm definitely on like I agree with all y'all, especially with what Talay said. I feel like it just comes down to the point where it comes down to incompatibility. I feel like it's when the drive to truly want to continue it and work for it falls off. Like again, me and my girl, we've been together for a year now. I can say this and even I've been in multiple others, a lot. I just counted like 10 other relationships just last night, and that's just from the ones I actually dated, not the ones I had a situation with. Right.
Go on.
Right, that's a whole other story for another day, right there, right? Because me and my girl was talking about it last night with these title numbers, whatever it may be, right? But truth be told, like that, right? I'll say it's the reason why I recognize this is a relationship that I want to really continue until hopefully for the rest of life, right? Is because of the thing of like, it's when you really have that passion, really work for the relationship, and you see there is something to be worked on it like that. Like me and my girl, we are two completely different people in a sense. Like we have certain few favorite things like that, but even the way we think, the way we do stuff, we're two completely different people like that. I'm not a super attached person like that, but she is. She loves holding hands in public. I hate PDA to a degree. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't do it. It's never been my thing. And it's just little things like that. But regardless, we always take the time to work towards it. It's the reason why I specifically said it earlier. We never argue. We generally do have hard discussions. We don't like to argue because argue leads to anger. Anger leads to misguided judgment, all that type of stuff. We don't like to argue. We like to talk it out and have a hard discussion, but just that, a hard discussion, unless it elevates to an argument. And that's what I feel like is the difference between incompatibility and actual just having to work on it like that. Some of the other girl from the past, it was just incompatible. You know what I'm saying? We on 2 different pages. We yelling. We making threats. This, that, woo, woo, woo. We say whatever. Yeah, no, she's like, oh, what is that? What woo? That's why your best friend looking better than you. Oh, I'll go jokes on you. That's why I've been talking to your best friend. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff.
Right.
Whatever like that. That doesn't happen in the past. That's not incompatibility. That's just that is incompatibility. My
You and
bad.
the best
The
friends,
best-
you like
you
you're
and
you
the
and your
friends.
homeboys.
Right.
We okay, again, that's a whole story, but it's a lot that be happening with the best friends stuff like that. But you know what I mean? It's like, or even with the best friends stuff like that. Again, it's about just again the communication like that. If y'all really work towards like that, like my girl, she understands that Cam, he knows a lot of girls like that. Girls are cool with him like that. He's a safe space for people like that. She understands that I'm usually a safe space for people, and that's why I try to make myself as, because I always want to help people around me in the ways that I didn't get help growing up as. So she's come to terms with it more, saying, hey, in the end, I recognize that whenever Cam is around with the girl, he openly communicates to me, even to the point to where it gets him in trouble sometimes with stuff he says. I'll tell her every single thing that I do with a girl. No matter who it is, I tell her every single thing. It pisses her off sometimes, but she enjoys the fact that I'm that transparent with her to the point where I'll say stuff which is like, well, why you even do that? Why you even say that? 'Cause I want to be transparent. And we work towards it. You know, incompatibility, it is a point to where we don't want to get to, because we just don't want to make it work. So even though we are two different people, we try to make that work. We try to find that middle area with, okay, you want cuddles, I don't want it. I'll give you these cuddles for like 3 hours.
I feel like compatibility definitely changes over time.
It
It's like
does.
people change, so I feel like when you're evaluating them, that's why I said evaluate like the good and the bad, but mostly on your good days. Don't do it when you're having a tough day and be like, nah, I don't want to be with them anymore. Do it
Exactly.
on your best days, like one of your happiest days with them, and see like, hey, even their bad qualities, is that something I'm willing to
That's what it is. It's like not just working through the good days,
Yeah.
and not just working through the bad days, but even the worst days, the days where you would just want to drop this person. Are you still working towards it, and are they still in what to work towards you? Because that's one thing y'all need to remember. Like when it comes down to it, it's not just about you working towards them. Are they working towards you, and do you see that same work ethic? And if you aren't seeing that, communicate it. I communicated that with my girl. I said, hey, I feel like I'm making more sacrifices than you are in this relationship, and it's low key taking me off a little bit. So we communicate with that. We made arrangements. We switched around, and that's what that point is. But I think that's like a nice little area to leave off at like that. Like honestly, you feel like y'all got it out, like y'all see something like that. You know
Hearts
you
and minds
feeling.
clear.
Our hearts and minds clear like that. So yeah, of course. Then again, y'all always make sure to stay tapped in with us on Situation Relations. Again, we come here with the best jokes, the best stories, the best everything like that. Like where y'all gonna get this at? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get this somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get this with only us. You know what I'm saying? So of course, you gonna introduce yourself one more time?
Yeah, I'm Talay Forbes with Take Two, and I give you all the hottest takes.
I'm Mac.
It's your boy, Minute Maid Mall, a.k.a. the one and only Jamal for now.
And it's your boy Young C, aka Cam. I'll chop it up with Cam. And again, make sure y'all stay safe out there. Valentine's Day is coming up, you know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all get situated with y'all boo,
safe.
y'all blue boo thing, you know what I'm saying?
Make
Be
sure
safe.
you ask your girl to be your Valentine, please, guys.
Yes, put in
Please.
effort.
Maybe.
Put in
Please.
effort.
Please.
No matter how long
Yeah.
it's been.
Okay, yeah, definitely do that too. Make sure you ask the girl if she really wants you to. I can't say I will. I'm still debating on that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might just look. I might
It's
put
like
a
the
little
bare
bit.
minimum, bro.
I might
It's
put a
so
little
easy,
something.
bro.
Look,
Put some effort in.
I put-
Look,
man,
you can
I'm-
buy a couple flowers.
yeah.
Look, just take
I
like
might
2
do
or
a
3
little
out of
something.
them, and then use it for that, and then you have the extras for
we
next
might do
week,
something
bro.
like
Just-
that.
hey.
I'm gonna do something.
Write her a
but-
letter.
Yeah, look,
Yeah, that
something.
too, bro.
Now that's
Love letters,
Burn
bro.
it,
I'm trying to
edit.
tell you, bro.
maybe
Look,
dunking in a little coffee, have the little old timey
Yeah.
feel. That's so cute.
Write your
Oh,
favorite
we do
man.
something
song
that
lyrics.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll do
And
something
then
like that.
change
Remind
it
me of
to her
I'll
name.
do something for her.
Yes.
Y'all convince me. I'll do something
You're
for her.
welcome,
I'll do
shorty.
something.
We
Okay.
got you over here. We
Look,
got you.
but of course, again, yeah, make sure you have a good Valentine's. Stay safe. Do whatever you gotta do. Don't do nothing stupid. If that weird person asks you out, be suspective. Don't do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And again, especially for those that don't get a Valentine's, love yourself. Go out there, have a Galentine's, maybe chill with your homeboys. Love yourself, even if you don't have a Valentine's like that. Hey,
Yeah.
love yourself. Do your thing like that. Again, live your life, because it ain't the end of the world if you don't have one, because you're going to have a world with somebody else some point. I promise you. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't need no more November babies.
No more.
No more.
No more. Hey,
We're tapped
hey.
out.
Protection.
Yeah.
You know, look, I don't know how to put it as. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say about it. Don't make it purple with every single person out here. You know what I'm saying?
Wear a helmet.
Uh-huh. But always, we'll see y'all on the very next episode. We're going to come with some good vibes, some even better relationship advice. You know what I'm saying? So, we see y'all later then.